Sony's Kraven the Hunter matches a record for the Marvel movie in Sony's Spider-Man universe with the worst Rotten Tomatoes score at the time of its debut. Kraven the Hunter is the sixth installment in Sony's Spider-Man universe after Morbius, Madam Web, and the Venom movie trilogy. Although Kraven the Hunter doesn't feature any version of Spider-Man, it does establish an origin story for one of his most important villains and introduces live-action adaptation of comic book characters such as Rhino, Chameleon, and Calypso. On December 11, 2024, Kraven the Hunter debuted with an 11% tomato meter score, which has since risen to 15%, according to Rotten Tomatoes. As of Kraven the Hunter's release, Sony's Madam Web holds an 11% tomato meter score, and Morbius holds a 15% score. Only the Venom trilogy has received a critic score higher than 15%, though Madam Web is the only installment in Sony's Spider-Man universe to hold a Rotten audience score. What Kraven the Hunter's RT score means. Sony's Spider-Man universe probably won't continue after Kraven the Hunter. Before Kraven the Hunter's worldwide premiere, it was reported that Sony won't develop more Spider-Man spin-offs in Sony's Spider-Man universe, instead focusing on Spider-Man, Beyond the Spider-Verse, the Spider-Noir series, and the MCU's upcoming Spider-Man 4. Kraven the Hunter's debut score on Rotten Tomatoes supports the SSU's cancellation, as the franchise is highly unlikely to turn audiences' and critics' opinion around with new spin-offs. Venom, The Last Dance's diminishing reviews and box office results also suggests that Sony's biggest Marvel property isn't infallible either, considering how Kraven the Hunter's source material seemingly isn't enough to capture critics. The definitive cancellation of previously announced projects like the Bad Bunny vehicle El Morto and the Donald Glover starring Hypno Hustler seem guaranteed. Marvel Studios may also gain access to a wider variety of Spider-Man villains for future MCU sequels, as Sony may no longer reserve Spider-Man-related characters for its own franchise. Whether the MCU multiverse will ever acknowledge Sony's Spider-Man universe is unknown. Our take on Kraven the Hunter's RT score. Kraven the Hunter's Rotten Tomatoes score proves Sony's Spider-Man universe didn't take the right approach to the source material. Tom Holland's Spider-Man smiles in front of Jared Leto's Morbius and Aaron Taylor Johnson's Kraven the Hunter custom image by Nicholas Ayala. While Kraven the Hunter doesn't repeat the exact formula from Morbius, Madam Web, or Venom, it still repeats the same issues that many audiences had with previous installments of Sony's Spider-Man universe. Kraven the Hunter turns the traditionally villainous Kraven into an anti-hero for most of the movie's runtime, doesn't feature Spider-Man in any capacity, and doesn't offer anything groundbreaking in the superhero genre. If it truly was up to Kraven the Hunter to save the SSU, it would have had to be considerably different from movies like Morbius and Madam Web.